worth it.
No, it's never worth it.
Can I point out what was worth it? That
What?
was going on at this era.
What happened?
So, if I remember correctly,
I think I know what you're
going
going to. I think I know what you're going to talk about.
Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
I want to see if I'm right. Keep talking.
This era, because I was still in college, we had a particular our friend of the podcast, who we'll have on soon for our Three Guys reunion show. We had this running gag on Tuesday nights where it was our port night, where we got we got Taco Tuesdays and then $2 2 scoops at an ice cream place that is no longer around anymore.
What was it, Mama Poochie's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other location
Rip.
was right by now where my work is now.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, those were great times for multiple reasons.
Who's the friend you were talking about?
What friend?
You said it was you and another friend had like a ritual. Are you talking about Porter?
It was Porter. Yeah, it was Porter.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was still on Disney, and I was like, "Who did you know at Disney that you would go to Grandma Poochie's with?"
Well, I went with my buddy Taylor. He was my other friend. He worked.
Oh, I forgot about Taylor. I met him once, like a couple years ago. I totally forgot about that. You should have him on.
I want it. I told him we're gonna have him on. I want to have him on closer to Oscars because he's in the film industry now. So I
is he?
Discuss movies with him.
Oh, that's cool. I might have to.
You know what's funny?
I might have to talk to him. I might have to talk to him to see if I can get any sort of connections on discount video gear.
He's not in like that industry. He works for I forget what it is, but it's like, let me see if I can pull it up.
Okay, so it's not a connection I can abuse then.
No, he works for, I forget what it is, but he's like an outsourcing. I forget what.
Oh boy, Discord. Don't do drugs, kids.
I forget what it's actually called.
I don't know what's happening here.
Why does Discord suck?
I don't know, man. But honestly, every time it like cuts out, I can just turn around and watch Spider-Man, so it works out.
You can't hear me laughing. That is the greatest thing ever.
No. So Peter Parker, just to catch you up on where I am in Spider-Man 2 currently. Peter Parker has lost his powers, and he's gone through his whole like emotional training montage, and he's just at this point he's kind of given up. And it's the scene where Aunt May is telling him, it's like, you're special and I love you and you can be anything you want to be. Oh. Yeah. All right.
Did that work? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you laughing before too.
Oh, okay. I was just like, he's not responding to anything I'm doing.
But yeah, so Peter, just so you know that in about maybe less than 5 minutes, Peter Parker's about to get his Spider-Man powers back. So it's going to be
the coffee shop.
It's going to be a good moment. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh boy.
To be fair, I don't even abuse him for like connections on video equipment or anything. I just ask him, "Hey, can you do this for me?" And he goes, "Sure. What do you need?"
Dude, I would totally.
That's my intro. Like he did my intro for this podcast because I happened to say like, "Hey, can you do motion graphics of a coffee cup getting filled?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like,
dude, that's so cool.
He goes, "Done."
I've wanted to learn how to do animation stuff for a long time.
It's not even animation. It's I forget what did he call it? I think it's still it's technically what do you call it? I think it's technically still graphics is what he.
Okay.
What do you call it? What do you what I ask him to do? Oh, motion graphics.
Motion graphics. I've heard of that. I just never. I always just kind of lumped it into the animation because it's like it's animated.
It's a little easy. It's easier because I think for animation you have to do like every little segment. I don't think for motion you have to. I think for motion you just sort of like say I want it to go this way and it goes that way.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can do that's pretty much exactly that inside of OBS. Via Yeah. Well, it's a free software, so
Shut
I
up.
don't know if they can sponsor you.
Hey, just saying,
What's up?
if you want to. I might
Yeah,
not use
right.
your software yet, but
Yeah, while we're at it, hey, Doritos, hit us up.
Watch
We're pro gamers.
Dude, if anyone can Pepsi get me a sponsor, like I shell your products every day at work.
Beppis.
You need the Mountain Dew, please.
Beppis.
You know what's funny? This is funny. Out of all the things that don't work at my work, the most constant thing to break is the Mountain Dew portion of our soda machine.
Oh boy.
And it's legitimately the funniest thing ever because like no one orders this drink except for like two guys, or like two people order it regularly, and every time I tell him it's broken, he just dies a little inside.
Yeah, one of these days he's gonna walk in and he's gonna have a big old like 2 liter of Mountain Dew at his side. He's like, I came prepared.
I'd be proud of him, honestly. You know what's
I'm gonna
funny?
do that. I'm gonna do
You know
that.
what's funny?
I'm gonna come to your Panera Bread with a 2 liter of Mountain Dew and just be like, oh fuck, oh it's so good.
So proud. But you know what's funny is because you don't venture outside, you haven't realized this.
Yeah.
The hilarity of it is now you're basically stuck in looking at people directly in the eye. So when you see people's faces, it's like, oh, that's what you look like.
Oh right. That's no. Today when I met the guy for the TV, it was the first time I'd like talked to anyone
In person.
in
Like
like months.
He's not a shut-in. He does hang out with people, but it's mainly like the same group of like 3 to 4 people.
Not even that. It's like my 2 roommates, obviously, because like that's unavoidable.
Unless you try really hard.
Yeah, but you know you got to eat.
You can eat in your room.
Then you have to go out to eat or like get groceries and stuff. But then
there's DoorDash.
the only other people that I meet up with, even like not even regularly, I see them like once a month are my parents. That's it.
I was gonna say like the other group of friends, like when we were all together.
Oh, I mean that was an anomaly. That was the first time I'd hung out with him since this pandemic started.
Oh wow!
Which was no. When I say I've lived this last year indoors, I mean it. I've pretty much not gone outside for anything that I didn't specifically need to survive.
So that reaction when someone saw you was a legitimate like, oh wow.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, I am and because, I don't go outside, I like
you didn't go outside that much before anyway, so it's not like a whole lot changed.
No, but I worked and having that like regiment, that consistency is able to kind of you can use that to regulate like your day to day. Living inside, no job. Like I said, I'm coming up on a year of unemployment here in
Congratulations.
1, 2, 3, 20 days. 3 weeks. Well, I still have a text message on my phone laid me off. It was March 17th.
I have mine in front of me because I have the stupid. I haven't done my taxes yet.
Okay.
But I have the thing, and I was like, when did mine start?
I got my W-2 from them for the 2 months that I worked there.
Oh God!
Or the 2 months that I worked there in 2020. I worked there before.
No, don't worry. You'll get one for the unemployment, and you will have a nice laugh. Because here's what's funny.
I haven't got anything.
If your situation was similar to mine, because of how it worked when my last job before the one I'm at now, I worked, no joke, 10 hours a week, and I worked 5 days a week.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So when I put my
what job was that?
When I was at Firehouse, they were so overstaffed, and their like plus minus on hours was so incredibly bad that the opener literally worked 2 hours and had to leave, and that was me.
Oh God!
So it was a joke. It was an absolute joke. Like I remember I was talking to somebody about when with my car, and they're like, "Oh, you're having issues. What's going on?" I go, "I don't make enough money." And they're like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I go, "I work 10 hours a week." and I work 5 days, and the guy
Oh
was stunned.
Jesus.
Like, what? And because of the hours I work and everything, because like there's so much volatility with it,
Mm-hmm.
it was like I couldn't interview anywhere because
Oh
I
dear
worked
God.
Monday through Friday, and there would be days where it'd be like, hey, we're gonna need you to work till 5, and I was like, screw you.
Yeah, you never know what your schedule's really gonna be.
So there was so much volatility that I was just like, I'm stuck. But when I left, and because God forbid the government do anything like spectacularly right and just say, hey, you make this much a week, here, we'll give you this. They made me go back like the entire calendar year. So my average working hours ended up being
Oh. Oh.
oh. And they sent me the thing. It's like taxes zero, and I got like $3,000 from them. Mind you, I stopped once my hours went back. So mine lasted only from March to June
Oh my God. And you got $3,000.
because of the 600. If it wasn't for the 600, I
Oh
wouldn't
my
have gotten
God.
that.
Oh,
And it was legitimately the
quick
funniest
update.
thing ever because everyone's
Quick
like, "How are you not making like everyone there is making like 400?" I'm like,
Okay, hold on. Quick update. Dr. Octavius just hurled the car through the cafe window. All right, continue.
Yeah, so I literally was just hoarding government money because I didn't spend it until I started doing like the updates I wanted to do, and that was all paid for by everybody else but me.
Beautiful. That's like Amazon. It's like Amazon right now offering. You hear about that? Offering their workers $2,000 to quit instead of unionize.
Yeah, because what's funny is they kept hiring people. So right when the pandemic started, like everyone I knew was like, "Oh, I'll go drive for Amazon or whatever," like because it was like they basically made the same amount we did. I get paid way more than anyone should for what I do. My take home is way too high.
Well, you're a server, right? So you make tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate you. I've only ever worked kitchen.
I'll text you how that works because I don't. God, if anyone hears this from my work, they don't need to know this. But I'll text you what happens.
Please do.
But yeah, so I get tips on top of it. But with tips, I make probably $2 than most people, $2 to $3 more than most people in my position.
Ooh.
My base salary is closer to like $16.
I mean, that's good, especially.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like this. It's funny.
$16 an hour, man. I would kill to make that.
Yeah, see if dude. I'm not kidding when I say, hey, go work there.
I know, right? At Panera.
Yeah, like you might only get like 5 hours, but that's 20 hours a week at $16 an hour. You're still making like a decent amount of money.
Well, in a sense, I'm kind of planning on doing something like that.
We never talked about D&D or anything.
No, I mean, I don't think it really came up. Maybe a different interview.
You want to come back? We're running an hour and a half, so we can just do it the Sean experience and go for 2 hours, and we get 2 parts out of this. You'll make my life a lot easier.
Yeah. Talk about what's coming up. Basically, my like I mentioned before, my sister essentially runs a bread bowl restaurant, right?
Let me tell you that carbs are delicious.
Well, she lives up in Santa Barbara, and that place is also nice. Delicious. Yeah, Santa Barbara, and the place is, it's called Bootables. Check it out if you're in the San Bernardino area, or San Bernardino, Santa Barbara area. San Bernardino is just Southern California brain.
Close enough.
Yeah, she runs a place called Bootables, and it's just a stoner college town, and it is from what I can tell,
found the holy grail.
Exactly, and from what I can tell, that place is just party central for whatever. It's just everyone's super chill, and I mean, it's expensive to live up there, but I mean, everyone's got money because it's Santa Barbara. The only people that live in Santa Barbara are either college kids
or old people.
or extremely old wealthy people. There is no in between.
I wanted to bring this up. I wanted to bring
Go
this
ahead.
one story that you and I share. Remember Grandpa from the beach house?
Or
the man we refer to as
yes,
Grandpa?
yes. That was a long time ago, but it's coming back.
I wanted to bring this up because this is a funny story.
Man, I miss that house, dude.
This,
wanna go back.
This is a funny story. Do you remember? This was our first band we were.
Oh, you cut out again. This is gonna be fun for him to look through. It's like literally just no audio. I have no idea what he's saying, but I'm just gonna agree with him soon. We'll watch Spider-Man. Oh, it's train scene.
It's no.
Fuck yeah. No, you're cutting out. I don't think you can hear me. Keep watching Spider-Man. It's so good. Oh, did he die? Hello? Hello? Boy.
Hello.
Hey, I can hear you now. Hello? Oh, I can't hear you anymore. Oh, shit. Google. What about Google? Hangouts. Is that a thing? Can you Google Hangouts?
Can you not hear me still?
No. Oh, I can hang. I can hang, or I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Do you remember the songs we wrote at the beach house?
Hey, you with the tits?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember how it goes, but I just remember the six of us.
That was the lyric. That was the legitimate lyric.
I just remember the six of us up on top of that beach house, like playing it, like singing it, and then like that other group on the other other side of the street,
which had to have been just all girls in college, and they literally came on the balcony and were like, "What are they singing about? What is that?"
Say you with the tits.
Screw it. Hey.
It was so much fun. Hey,
We were the weird cult heroes, and no one knew who we were.
I was working at Disney at the time. I remember because I fucked up my work schedule. I got a no call no show because I went to the beach house.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. It was 100% worth it. I woke up the first night that we were there, and I had a message on my phone. And it was from Disney, and I listened to it. It was just like, "Hey, we're calling because you missed your shift," and I'm like, "Well, bummer. I'm not going to work, I guess." Oh man, I regret nothing.
That trip, we wrote our first song together. Hey, you with the tits, and
hey,
then we also invented Cuban lacrosse.
Cuban lacrosse? I don't remember.
Were you there for that one?
I feel like I was, but my memory is very hazy.
Basically a game of just hot potato that involved the game stop if there was an attractive female around. Like, there was
wait. Was it Cuban lacrosse because we had Alex in the group?
Yes, that was legitimately it. It was
that's
called Cuban lacrosse for that reason.
Oh man, I miss Aparicio, man.
He lives in Temecula. He's hanging out.
Yeah. He did like military service, didn't he?
Yeah. He and Natalie have 2 dogs now. They have Jasper.
Right.
And they got a puppy.
I totally forgot they got married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap, dude.
They have 2 dogs.
That's so weird. They got married recently, like last year, right? Or was it 2019?
June. They got married, I think, their actual wedding. I think they got married around the same time they were supposed to. Like, originally, just with no one around.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like,
so that marriage is like super recent, then.
Yeah, he got married, and then Nick got married, like, right after.
Fuck, I forgot about Nick, dude. I forgot Nick got married, too.
Yeah.
And then isn't Tim's married, right?
Yeah, Tim's been married for
Tim,
3 years.
Alex, who's left in the group that's still single besides you?
So, yeah, it's just me. It's literally me on my island by myself.
Oh my god!
And mind you, at this point, I become the guy where every time they ask, it's like, it's not gonna happen. Like I'm to the point now where it's like I want to do it. Like I want to just date someone and literally tell them, hey, you're not going to meet any of my friends, not because I don't want you to, because I want to keep this joke alive as long as I can. And just like elope with her and be like, hey guys, I just met this girl and I got married, and literally just have this running gag that they don't know what happened. They think I just like mail ordered by somebody.
Oh God. Oh man, that's like, so good. Mail order.
Like, I want that to be the joke and have it be where I've known her for a while, and literally tell her everything and just have them be like, what just happened?
Oh my God! Like, yeah, no. Yeah, bonus points. Bonus points if you can. If she's like Asian, because then it's like your mail order Asian bride. Fuck, that'd be so good.
Yeah, but the whole thing.
Where was your honeymoon? It was a Wendy's.
It was a Wendy's dumpster.
If you don't do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna steal it.
No, okay, hold on. So,
I need to breathe.
Pause on this. Speaking of that, okay, at the last place you're in, not the very last place, but the second to last place you worked at. Did I tell you this story about what someone did to me with one of the board members who I've met up to that point twice?
Wait, second to last place I worked at was Buffalo? Or are you talking about the church?
The church.
Oh, okay, that was 3 jobs ago.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
So I went to group with members with a member of the board, and Sean literally said I ordered a mail order bride, and I looked at him like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Wait. Did you bring that up with him when you interviewed him?
I know.
Please tell me you did.
I totally should have been like, hey, remember that time you told Bill I had a mail order bride, you son of a bitch?
We need a part 2 where you say that. Just it's a 5-minute podcast. We're
it's an intervention.
It's a 5-minute podcast. 2.5 minutes is the intro, and then the only question is, why the fuck did you do that?
But that would be the ultimate like running gag. Is literally somebody for like 3 years and not bring it up to them. Or even better, the ultimate troll job is I go out with them, have her sit like a couple tables behind, and make it like that. I'm going back to Scrubs, but Scrubs did this where they intertransposed when they brought on Elizabeth Banks. They put her in every like big scene, saying, "Oh, she's been there since the beginning. You guys were just too stupid to notice her." Like, I want that to be part of the joke. Like, no, she was there. You just never noticed.
Dude, Elizabeth Banks really is so hot.
Now she's crazy.
Yeah, but it's a Barney Stinson crazy to hotness scale. She's allowed to be crazy. She's hot. Oh, cool! It cut out again. Of course, it cut out again as soon as I'm talking about Elizabeth Banks.
I
oh, there we go. Hello. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Hello, am I back?
Hi. For the time being, yes. You've returned.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was laughing because the moment I started talking about how hot Elizabeth Banks is, it's like it's like Discord just pulled the plug.
Like, nope. That's illegal.
That's so funny.
That's a technical foul.
Oh my God! You just quoted 8 Crazy Nights?
I did.
I fucking love that movie, dude.
That movie's so good.
It's so bad. I love it.
What happened?
I love Whitey. I love Whitey so much.
You were still watching Spider-Man, so you're just like, hey, what happened? Do you have the volume on? I'm just curious.
No, I have the volume all the way down, but I have subtitles.
Oh. We almost talked through the entirety of Spider-Man 2.
We have. The train scene just happened, and Peter Parker is now standing.
He's a hero.
Don't worry, Spider-Man. We won't tell anyone.
You don't even know who he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, he looks.
Imagine. Just fucking imagine if camera phones were as prevalent as they they would have been in the next couple of years after this movie came out. Like everyone, their first reaction would have been pull out their phone, start taking pictures and videos of what Spider-Man is under the mask.
Is that Peter Parker?
Is that Peter Parker? Pizza time. Oh fuck, dude. Now the real question is, do I put Spider-Man free on after this? Okay, yes. Yes, you do. We're just gonna have the trilogy be running in the background all the time.
I mean, isn't that the joke?
Yeah. No, that's 100%. It's less of a joke, it's the appeal. I want to see how far I can push the envelope with this Twitch viewing party guideline.
I think it'd be hilarious because if they did try to get you, if you say it's in the background and it just it's in the background, I can't help that it's in camera shot.
It's in the background. It's a movie that I own physically, and it's viewable on your own streaming service. So really, you own the rights to there's nothing here that's infringing on anyone else's copyright because you own the streaming rights to it.
Yeah.
And I'm the only guideline on the Twitch viewing party guideline webpage is that the video has to be watchable. It doesn't say it has to be full screen. It doesn't have to even say it has to be the main attraction of the stream. So I think just having it on in the background, surrounded by a bunch of different other media, different games and stuff, would be just fucking hilarious.
You know what's funny?
Because people could jump. People could jump in. They might not even like me. They could just watch Spider-Man.
And the whole thing is the joke has to be you don't bring attention to it.
No, I act like it's just the normal thing to do, because my opinion on that is whenever you walked into a Hollywood Video or some other video rental store, they'd always have the TVs up in the corner playing whatever movie they wanted.
Yeah, but I mean see, that's where I feel like that joke is because it's live, it doesn't break anything. It was sort of like the running joke where if you I had a teacher in junior high, or if we watched Bill Nye, he would joking block the screen out from the FBI warning that say private home only, home only, or whatever crap was
not for redistribution or whatever.
Yeah, that's no one cares. But did I tell you I've had my Kakarot video that went up Tuesday.
You got demonetized?
Got flagged for copyright. And the picture's in the Facebook chat if you want to see it. The best part about it is, one, no one claimed it. There's no claim in the thing.
Oh, it was an auto-generated thing, huh?
It wasn't even it was an auto-generated thing for a scene that had no music in it. And the funny part was, it was only an issue in Brazil.
In Brazil?
Just Brazil. No, United States fine, Japan fine, but Brazil. So my hunch is some guy I was just no.
Why wouldn't it just block the video in that country then? That's so stupid. It's such a stupid fucking.
So I had to mute I had to mute the part with Vegeta and Nappa on the Bug Planet. And mind you, I'm just talking Vegeta, remember the Bug Planet? Vegeta. I'm just making fun of Nappa the whole time. I'm can I at least keep my hilarity part of just me doing a bad Nappa from Dragon Ball Abridged impression?
Dude, I love it.
Vegeta. Come on. Come on, YouTube. And it was the melody that's been playing in the background the whole time. I'm you people really just are angering me.
That's the worst.
They're taking money that I don't have. You monsters. Screw you, Susan.
Oh.
Susan, if you're listening, I love you.
Dr. Octavius. No. I'm just... Dr. Octavius is about to sacrifice himself.
I totally can see you just looking over your shoulder going ooh, Doc Ock.
Yeah, no, I am. Well, you'll see every time I turn around when I send you the the video for this.
Oh, I just do the audio. You don't have to send me the video.
Oh, I don't think I can separate the tracks because I'm.
You bastard.
It just records an MP4. If I was smart, I would have just opened up
You're making me do
Audacity.
extra work.
Sorry. I mean, you don't have to use my mine. You said you were recording yours.
I'm recording my audio by itself. I'm not recording the whole thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's why I said I have extra work now. Thanks.
Yeah. Uh,
God,
yeah.
Robbie.
Doc Ock's about to destroy the.
Although part of me really just wants to use your video for the video footage and just put my audio underneath it. I think that'd be really hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could have done that, except no. If that wouldn't work because I have it set not to my camera's not full screen. It's like just shoot a little window.
I mean, I guess what I could have done is if we want to do that, I could just open my screen share and you could just record it through
Could have worked
Discord and just add multi.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're coming up on 2 hours here, so, and I feel like
Okay. Let's actually
exhausted.
put something. Let's actually hit one of the bullet points we had for the last 20 minutes.
Okay. I mean, I got through all my talking points.
All right. I was gonna say, do you want to talk D&D? That was like the one interesting thing. Like I thought we could do was like the world, like the concept of the world building and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can totally talk D&D. What do you want to know specifically?
No, like I think because you basically the only people I played under have been, I guess, proteges. Am I using that? Proteges. Like people have branched off from you, or the only people I've only played under, really, have been people who have only like story told like from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah.
So what I'm trying. So in terms of that, like you have made, I think every game you've done, as long as like I've known, like been doing this, you've done your own world building from basically zero.
Yes.
Whether it was our like the original, the OG game, that Long Live Glacius, and everything that like that spawned everything from that series that I think only ended a couple years ago.
Yeah, we wrapped that up in I want to say it was February 2019, so right around 2 years ago.
And then where it is now, like looking at your Discord, you have what? You have three main campaigns now, or is it just you haven't deleted any of them?
Those I'm only running one of them. I'm running the Honor and Steel campaign.
That's still going.
Currently.
That one shot continued.
Yeah, we actually I'm doing some more with it. It's only down to 3 people though, because the person who lives in Texas is obviously Texas is kind of fucked right now.
Yeah, Texas is definitely frozen over.
So she hasn't been able to join. And then the other two that I have was a Borderlands homebrew that I wanted to run, but my players just didn't seem into it, and that's fine. And then a Zelda homebrew, which my players were into, but then scheduling got in the way.
For the record, I think I was still working I think I was at Disneyland. I was working like really weird hours. Like I totally would have done the Zelda one.
Oh yeah, but as far as your question, like kind of rolling it back here, your question about or your comment about the fact that I've chosen to make all of my worlds as opposed to running preset what's it called?
Modules, I guess.
Yeah, modules or like pre-written settings is purely a creative choice. I don't find any satisfaction in learning and running someone else's material.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just curious because the only time like I ever had anyone talk D&D with me was ironically at Firehouse, where the guy who was who took over as manager had a D&D group with one of the other guys there, and when I would tell him the shenanigans we would get into, he literally looked at me like we were insane.
Yeah, the games I tend to run
would never happen, and I'm like,
of course not.
You guys don't have fun. You don't have fun.
My opinion is that too many people take the game way too literally. I was going to say seriously, but it's good to take the game seriously. It's good to get invested in it, even if the world itself is kind of goofy. What I mean when I say people tend to take settings too literally is they refuse oftentimes to branch out and explore things outside of the rulebook that they've, spent hundreds of hours pouring through. I was the same way. When I very first time I started, I was excited for the creative aspect, but I was more concerned with, am I running the game correctly? Now, I mean, that was, 2015, 2016 that we played our very first game?
I was at Disneyland when we started, so that
exactly
2015, 2016.
Yeah, and so now, it's 5 years later. I've been a DM for semi-consistently the entire time. I'm at the point where if I don't have to open up a rule book during a session, then good. Because that just means that I'm running the game how I want to run the game. For example, the session that I just did, we played for like 5 hours, and literally there was a single dice roll the entire time. But we got shit done. We progressed the story. We had a lot of character development. We had a lot of fun. But there was a single dice roll the entire 5 hours, because that's just how lax of a DM that I've kind of let myself become. Because that's how I have fun. I have fun. Again, this comes back to the I don't find satisfaction in other people's work. And claiming it as my own. My DMing style is directly reflective of other people's DMing styles being way too rigid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? I'm just curious, because this is like the only, like, there's one weird kid at my. I say weird, but because he's weird. But do you think when it comes to like DMing and stuff, do you think it's the weird balance between understanding like how the rules are meant to be and understanding the leeway that needs to be for it to be cohesive and not almost like not like sort of like the whole like we're going from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happens between point A and point B has some sort of reaction per se, instead of just being like, oh, you get from point A to point B.
Yeah, you want to fill the space in between, the plot points, as it were. It's kind of not the most accurate thing to call them, but there are definite sessions.
Right.
Sorry, there are definite parts of a campaign where it becomes apparent to everyone at the table that, okay, what we're doing here is directly story related to what the DM had in mind. And what a good DM will do is obviously have those. Have your setting have some meaning or some meaningful thing to do. But don't have that be all there is to do. Your players sit down not to and want to play D&D. They want to play their characters, and 99.9% of the time, their character isn't concerned with your story, at least not initially. Now, a good DM and a good player will work together to make that character's motivation tie into the story. But from what I've seen playing with, when you sit down to play with like random people, it's not going to be the case. And I think filling the gap with what your players want to do is arguably as important, if not more so, than what you have in mind as a DM for what you want your story to become.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, I guess the only one long term was the first one. And it seemed like
Right.
I think there was a good cohesiveness of like.
Mm-hmm. I would say that first campaign that I ran, I've kind of come full circle. Is I didn't know the rules enough, and therefore the game wasn't super rigid because I didn't know which rules needed to be reinforced and which didn't. So naturally, I would forget a bunch of stuff at how things worked, and that led to some really creative like situations.
Like
But
a
it
level
was
5 character getting a legendary
of course, and it was completely born out of ignorance. Then I progressed as DM. I understood the rules. I ran a more rigid game after that, and then I just kind of tweaked everything. And now again, I'm at the point, I've come full circle where I'm like, I'm running a game that's kind of the same feeling as that first game where we didn't know anything, but I know all the rules enough now that I'm aware of which ones I'm consciously breaking and how I want to break them. And it's so much fun. It is so much fun. I have told my players explicitly, I will never tell you you've leveled up. I've de-gamified your character's advancement. And they were super confused at first. They're like, what do you mean we're not going to level up? And I'm like, no, you are. You're going to get all your stuff that your character would have gotten at a level up, but I'm going to dispense it out to you as part of your backstory, and it's going to feel natural. So you'll be able to look back and like, exactly, instead of a hard set difference between you go to bed level 2 and you wake up level 3, you're going to look back on a month of your in-game characters' lives and be like, I was a much more inexperienced character a month in game ago than I am now. 2 weeks ago I learned how to do this ability, and I such and such. I've even because getting rid of, sorry, I bumped my mic. Getting rid of level ups. Obviously, how do characters get more health? How do they get more HP? And the way I thought about it is, I'm like, okay, well, at the end of each session, I'm going to give them like a set amount of permanent health to add to their character. And that is what I'm treating as like experience, basically. And the moment I brought this up to my players, they're like, holy shit, that sounds really cool. Because it means that not only is their character progression much more personal now, and like de-gamified and a little more authentic feeling, which I don't know if that's like everyone's style, but it's like ours. It's our groups. But
probably fits better.
Now, at the end of each session, there is a tangible, perceptive difference in their character. They have grown, and it is obvious how they have grown. And what's cool is, because I'm treating this as like, I'm treating their health as experience, I can then open up the floor after I dispense it, be like, oh, everyone gets 1 XP or 1 HP for the session. I've told my players, like, hey, if you feel like you did something really cool this session, bring it up and say, hey, can I get an extra health point for this like child that I ran into a burning building and saved? And I want that to be the ultimate expression of like creativity with their character.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's my stance on how I run games currently and how things have changed recently. I feel like it's going well.
No, I mean, apart from me having technical issues.
Oh,
that apparently can't be fixed. I don't know why. This is the second time I've used Discord to record this thing, and this is the first time I've had problems. So clearly, it's a you and me thing.
Okay.
I don't know what.
My guess is that something to do with either my ISP or your ISP.
They just don't like each other.
Kind of dropping the ball.
I don't see. That was weird. See, part of me was like, "Hey, do I just tell them to jump into Google, just do a Google Hangout, and it ends up being a video chat and whatever."
I don't think Google Hangouts even has video chat anymore. I'm trying to find it.
When I did the first one I did with Tim, we did a
really?
Hangout. That's how we did it. Yeah.
You have to show me how, because I'm looking at their landing page right now and I don't see any
how did we
way.
Do it? Or wait, was it? What did we do? Oh, I can't check that email. We did something through it. What did we do? What was it that we did?
Well,
I mean, you saw my tech. I'm sorry, you saw my thing. I think I like derailed you. I was
you're
gonna
good.
clarify and say like I won't stop. I'm not gonna stop conversation because that's just not me. I don't want to be like we have X amount of time to do this. Like, no, I'm not that person. If
No, you're good. Actually, it works out because I'm looking over right now and the credits are rolling. So I feel like that's a good stopping point.
All right. Do you want to? I know you're gonna start streaming soon. Do you want to plug anything that you got coming up? Mind you, this will be going up Saturday, so you gotta announce something.
Gotcha.
The floor is yours.
Stream details are soon to come, but I do have my YouTube channel up. I don't have any new content on there, but I have kind of redesigned the layout. Follow, it's super easy. It's Frost. It's Frost on YouTube, and that's
mind you, his old videos are stellar. They are beautiful. They are a work of art. No. They are chef's kiss.
Yeah, enter beautiful. It. All I'll say about that is enter at your own risk. Just ignore
the fact there's clearly like 3 iterations of this channel.
Yes, I've got a lot of ideas coming down the pipeline. It's going to be a total like relaunch, revamp of my my presence on the platform. But yeah, for now, that's all I got, and you shouldn't watch those. I'm going to be honest, you shouldn't watch them.
And for the record, I know you and I really I guess we should have talked more. Because I should have been like, dude, it'd be really cool if we announced a project together on this thing.
Well, have me on another time, maybe in a month or so, and we'll no, because both my channels will be launched by then, and we can totally figure something out. 100%.
For the record, hint, hint, hint. I proposed the idea of a Soul Link.
A Soul Link, yeah, no, I had no idea what that was until you brought it up to me, and then I Googled it, and I'm like, holy crap, that sounds awful. Let's do it.
It's not as bad as It's not as bad as it sounds.
Oh my god!
I think you and I can maneuver our way through it. The whole thing is, I wouldn't say, "Hey, let's jump into Radical Red."
We should do Gen 4. I want to do Sinnoh, or Unova. Gen 5 would be good. They don't get enough love.
I told you I'm partial to the first 2.
True. I mean, I am too, but I feel like the 4th and 5th gens don't get enough love.
Like I said, we're not announcing anything, but it feels like we are.
Yeah, screw it. First collaboration. No. Next podcast should just be live stream where you and I go through this Soul Link, or like kind of casually play this Soul Link while we talk.
Do you want to come back next week?
Maybe not next week, but like I said, maybe a month. Probably a month.
In a month. Hey, honestly, that sounds cool.
Okay.
I'd be down because I'd be down if you wanted to like live stream it, because that's one thing, like getting 100%. Like smaller equipments. I think that'd be cool.
Cool, man.
But
all right, well, let's wrap this bitch up. I got a third movie to pop in.
He's got to go pop in the greatest of the 3 Spider-Man trilogy.
The longest, too. 2.5 hours.
The longest, the 2.5 hours. So once again, this is going to be a 2-part episode. I am literally doing 2 hours of content for 2 weeks. This is my dream. I should just extend it to 3 effing hours. Screw this. So that the whole thing is, I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna filibuster till the 2-hour mark, so each part will be 2 hours, because the last part was like an hour and 10 and 50. So I'm gonna filibuster a little bit here.
Oh my god. Well, my recording time's sitting at 2 hours and 15 minutes right now.
Yeah, mine's at an hour and 58, because you recorded and you were gone killing with your
right. Yeah, there's like I forgot about that. There's like a 15-minute gap there.
I paused mine.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. That's gonna be so good because I have my webcam on, right? So you're gonna get the video footage of me like standing up and like taking my pants off. I'm gonna be like in my underwear. It's gonna be glorious with Spider-Man in the background. Oh boy! And of course, one final cutout.
This is what you should do. You should. He's not going to hear this, but you know what he should do? He should use that transition of him not in his room, not in his chair, just with Spider-Man playing, and use that as like a transition scene when he's like looking for a game or something. I know he didn't hear a word of that.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I heard all of it.
And I think that would be the greatest thing ever.
Oh my god!
Like,
just
a scene, just that, like a never-ending clip of you not in your chair, but Spider-Man in the background, and just
honestly,
be like, "What are you talking about?"
Honestly, no joke. If I set up my room in like a cool enough way, I could have like a pure aesthetic stream where I just have my layout perfectly tailored to what I want it to be, and I just stream my empty room play, and my TV is playing. Yeah, that's man. Great. Hey, there's so much stuff I want to do with this channel, man.
But the whole thing is great. That is, you got to have the joke like in the chat like we're a part of. We jokingly said that his when he gets up, the chair says racial slurs when he's not around.
But it's
and he came back and he had no idea what was going on. He's like, "Why are you talking bad about my chair?" And so he said, "Your chair said a naughty word." And he goes, "He looks like it's a chair." So we try to get the chair banned from his chat.
we gotta cancel chair.
Yeah, we gotta cancel his DX, his XLR.
Oh! Can we get a chair apology video?
I would love nothing more than that, and it just squeaks.
A chair apology video. Oh, dude!
Squeaks. It's just squeak, 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 squeak.
I would pay money for that.
It's like Kronk with the scouts, where it's like squeak, squeak, squeak 'em.
Squeak, squeaky, squeak 'em. Squeakers.
All right, Robbie, you wanna put a bow on it, or do you want me to just land the plane?
Nah, man. We're flying to Honolulu. This one's all yours.
All right, it's been fun. So please stay connected to both his channel and mine. We got some cool things. We got some cool things planning. You don't understand. We constantly talk like outside of this, like nonstop, basically. Even though I'm at work when most of the fun happens, we talk nonstop. And let me tell you, when I no joke, I brought up the Soul Link saying we're doing this. He's like, yes. So we're gonna have Soul Link coming out. I'm sure we'll have more stuff because what else are we gonna do? We'll have more. I'm sure. I know we'll do some Spider-Man stuff. You know what we should do also, if we can. I don't know how possible it is. Apart from GTA 5, we should play the old school Spider-Mans together.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be really good. If we can
find them. I mean, we can't really play that together, but I mean, I can watch and just be a loud, obnoxious voice.
Yeah, you can do like a I don't know. There's some way. I'll have to look into it.
What we could do is it had to be somewhat similar to how we did. Do you remember we did Final Fantasy for Justice League when we would do the streams and we'd just voice act like no one like Sean controlled it, but we all did the voicing. Like we'd have to do that.
That'd be good.
I guess we should. I'm gonna wrap it up on this note. They announced the second part for the remake, and they introduced. Oh my god, I'm gonna forget her stupid name. We called her Samus in my playthroughs, and I see her. I think Samus. Because we named all our characters in our playthrough.
Was it Yuffie? It was Yuffie, right?
So get this. They announced Yuffie. She has a story. That story is only available on the PS5. I am so mad.
Okay.
And her voice sounds annoying. So I'm going to leave it there with Yuffie.
Cool.
Yuffie.
And here. One final treat for the audience.
Oh, boy. You're not taking your pants off again, are you?
No. It was the sound of me popping open my Spider-Man 3. Oh, this thing's even... Dude, this case even has the Blockbuster, like, stamp on the inside of it. This is amazing.
You have to take a picture and put it in the chat.
Yeah, it literally has, like, the Blockbuster, like, mold beautiful. On it. All right. Well, so I'm going to get out of here. Said,
you enjoy your movie. We're going to have Frost on again. Sooner than later, I got plans. We got our Disney thing. I have to work on now. You realize who I have to get in contact with now, Robbie, because of this?
Good luck.
I hate you. All right. So that being said, Robbie or Frost, like I said, his stuff will be down below. Check him out. Watch his stuff at his own peril. I suggest you watch his Skyrim video, personal favorite. Okay. So check it out down below. Ross, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Yeah.
Bye. Love you. Kisses. Bye.